Traders from around the world, what's going on? It's your boy Jeremy Alexander with reallivetrading.com. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. We got SPY on the boards. Not too much going on today. I do like the fact that we gapped up. I like the close. I like the little high wave doji. 100's coming up as a little bit of a resistance. Here's a 5-minute play that I did this morning on SPY. So we had a pretty decent bullish gap and go, right, on the daily chart. Now, SPY didn't clear any pivots, but it did trade down old resistance, new support. It was a good gap, and I thought the market's going to be a little bit more bullish anyway. So entry was here, stop was there. Let me just zoom in a little bit more for you guys. All right, click that off. Okay, so entry was just above that hammer candle, right, pretty obvious. Stop below that candle. Got a little spooked when that candle came in. Felt much better when that candle came in. And 20 minutes into the trade, boop, that candle came in. So after that candle, moved the stop, obviously below the low of those wicks right there. Here's the resistance. 2R was about there. And when this happened, rotated back into the 10, bounced off the 10, got kind of scared when that candle came in right there. Big bearish candle. So when this candle came in, that white one, I moved my stop to that low and then just exited at that previous resistance. Figured out, let's just go ahead and lock in an R. Maybe it's just going to chop around all day. And obviously, you know, we did break out. We retested again. It had a really good pop right there on the SPY, but did not play that one. Anyway, nice trade overall. SPY, there was a lot of gaps out there. Earnings season is here, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are a day trader or you want to be a day trader, this is the time to find that trade, because there's going to be plenty of opportunities over the next few weeks. Gaps everywhere, and I want to make sure you are all on board to just absolutely knock it out the park. Here's Apple, AAPL trading up to a decent resistance. A lot of traders in put sales, bull put spreads. Got a covered call up there at May 190, which is over earnings and over dividends. We'll see exactly what happens on Apple, but I think they're going to come out with earnings. They're going to have, you know, $80 billion in revenue. It'll probably gap up or down a little bit. I don't think anything big or drastic is going to happen on Apple. We'll just slightly trade sideways. I do have a wager with a trader that it won't go below 135 by November. So that's one wager I have, and I think that will be the case. Another wager that I probably am going to lose on is Amazon hitting the 100 simple before earnings. Now, obviously, we got very close. I made that wager back here, but we got pretty close to that price. Didn't hit it though, so still not going to win unless we get a nice rollover. Of course, one candle can change everything, or one tweet, but in this particular instance, Amazon just kind of hanging out doing its thing, trading sideways. Acacia Technologies, woo doggy! Oh my goodness, talk about a bearish gap and go. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. If you want to practice your gaps and you need help understanding or being able to see the sentiment of a gap, print this gap out, put it on your workstation, hang it up on your wall, wherever you need, maybe your refrigerator, because that gap was trapping everybody, including me, because I had a put sale on this thing. So beautiful bullish candle there, all kinds of support, tons of white candles. Get wrecked. Huge jump. Unbelievable. Here's the 5-minute pre-market. So let me turn the pre-market chart on. And this was just such a gorgeous pattern. Unfortunately, it was hard to short. It was hard to borrow, but you could still buy puts on it. So there is the support. 5-minute candle right before the support. Now, I did not play the 1-minute chart, but check out this 1-minute. Woo-wee! This had all the monies for anyone who knew how to buy put options. Look at that hammer candle. First minute hammer, second inside candle, entry, stop, wherever you want to put it, get wrecked. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous sell-off on Acacia. Everybody trapped, getting shredded. So here's what I did, because there were a lot of people trapped on this particular trading, and I mentioned I was one of them. So turning this back on, had a 35 put sale, got into that put sale back over here somewhere. You'll notice this 33-36 protective put trigger. That was based on really when we came down into the support. I was like, man, I don't think it's going to break down, but maybe it does. So I had a protective put. Now this trigger, I can only do 35 or 30, so I figured I would do 30 for May. And obviously this morning when it was gapping down there, I loaded up on a little bit more. So without those puts, I've been down about 8 Rs. So thanks to the puts and being able to protect myself and having a plan, I'm down about 2 right now on ACIA. So sometime tomorrow, next day or two, as we trade back up, I will buy to close these put sales. I'll be probably looking to buy some more puts and expect ACIA more than likely over the next few weeks to slightly continue a little bit lower. Yeah, that was the only real action out there today. There were tons and tons of gaps. Charles just absolutely smashed ticker symbol NAV, so Navistar. I know my good buddy Nikhil up there in Chicago likes trading the stock as well. Here's Charles's note right there, out on NAV for 2.54 Rs. So here's the 5-minute chart, and first 5-minute candle was bearish, right? If I just turn off the extended hours, here you can see here's the trend, and you got yourself a nice little S-curve right into the 10 right there, nice little bounce. So anyway, good trend, good gap, just gaps everywhere, abundant all over the place, and anyway, nice looking level. So that was Navistar. All right, Netflix is gapping right now, NFLX, and obviously there's a long time to go before the market opens. But what I can look at and what I'm seeing on this particular trade is we're up pretty nicely. Now we're gapping into a resistance. So here's the hourly chart. I'm going to turn on the extended hours. I'm interested to see exactly how Netflix handles this previous high. So this little area right here is really the all-time high, that 334 level. It does not appear that we're going to hold above that price. So here's the resistance right there. So we'll see. So we're selling off right now. Numbers were good. So subscriber growth beats on strong original content. What do we do here on Netflix? I mean, we probably retrace back to 315 at some point and then continue higher. This is, and looks like it's going to be a good gap. But if we go to the daily, I was hoping it would open above 333. That would be a no-brainer. 334, just open above that all-time high. That'd be the easiest bullish trade in the world. But realistically, you know, opening anywhere above this candle right here on the 27th of March, I'm still going to be expecting it to go bullish. So we're not gapping down, but with this gap, I think my next target makes sense to have 376.83, and let's just keep our fingers crossed to see if it can go a little bit higher from then, which makes sense. But that's going to be a good target. We'll see if we can slow down there. It's all going to be about breaking through that previous all-time high. All right, 2 or 3 other trades. Here's Square, ticker symbol SQ, was not really participating in the bullish party today. I'm hoping that changes at some point. Got a few traders with some put sales, a few traders in some call options today and or yesterday, which is Friday, and Square just slowly bubbling along, but hoping at some point it can get its act together. A close above $50.57 on Square will be massive. Here's ticker symbol ALB, and I really like this setup on ALB. This was the gap that I was looking at, and I wanted to trade it, just didn't set this one up far enough and plan it far enough in advance. But I really like this rotation. White candle gapping up, cute little S-curve right here. Just looked nice, and you got another gap up. So keep your eyes on ALB to slowly continue higher into the 50 EMA, and from there, probably inches higher. I like the move. It's really suffered a pretty dramatic pullback. I mean, it's gone from 140 to 94, so that's, you know, 50-point pullback. Pretty strong, if I do say so myself. 2 others. Here's RTN, Raytheon Energy. So with us throwing tomahawks over there in Syria, I would imagine that aerospace and defense companies would likely continue higher. Just makes sense to me. This was a nice little gap. I talked about this one just the other day. Said, hey, keep your eyes on it. I like the black candle at a perfect all-time high, just right there. We got a nice little small bullish gap and go today. This is the 5-minute chart on Raytheon. 5-minute time frame, pull over here, and again, you can see a nice 5-minute black candle. We rotated down, some good hammer. Beautiful hammer here at 9:05 Central. Yeah, so a nice bullish trade. At least you would have known not to go bearish. And last but not least on the review for today is Cheesecake Factory. Here's the weekly chart. Earnings around the corner on this one. Something you want to keep your eyes out for, I feel like, because we're recovering pretty nicely. Good close above that resistance. Nice looking level. Good little breakout. So keep your eyes peeled for Cheesecake. Everyone loves Cheesecake. And if it trades sideways and has good earnings and breaks out of here, fantastic. Or if it gaps into this space, there's really nothing holding Cheesecake back for a bit. but that would depend on how earnings goes. Earnings could gap up, earnings could gap down. It really depends on your time frame for how long you plan on holding this particular stock as an investment. I don't have any positions in Cheesecake, but I like the weekly chart. I like the daily chart. I think it could grind higher. Earnings around the corner, just keep that in mind. But if you like Cheesecake Factory, if you eat there often, if you know how they make money, they do pay dividends, it could be a stock you can consider investing in, just something to throw out there. All right, folks, well, that's my review for Monday. As many of you know, we have a real-life trading meetup this Saturday in Miami, Florida, tax day tomorrow. So today is today, Miami meetup on Saturday. I'll also be in Miami Sunday, and then we got the real life trading cruise all of next week. So you're going to get a stock review Monday, going to get a stock review Wednesday, going to get a stock review Friday, and then sayonara, ladies and gentlemen. Going Ochos Rios. I've never been to Jamaica. I'm pumped about it. Going to hang out with some traders and ready for a party. So just a little bit of an update. Ladies and gentlemen, you are amazing. Thanks so much for all the traders who showed up for our 7-hour back trade marathon this Saturday. You'd be surprised that I still have a voice, and you would also be surprised that there were over 20 traders who stayed all 7 hours. That was truly one of the best trading experiences I've ever had in my life. It was monumentally, sensationally splendid, and we got so much good content out of it. So really excited about that. That was fantastic. Anyway, I'm always excited because the markets are amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for helping us enrich lives. And until Wednesday, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.